Good evening. I'm John Sanderson, the current President of the Royal College of Science Association, and we're here this evening in the Criterion Restaurant, Piccadilly. It's the centenary of our association. 100 years ago to the day, H.G. Wells chaired a dinner in this very spot and formed the Royal College of Science Association. The intention of the association was to protect the name of the Royal College of Science, which was under threat from the newly formed Imperial College of Science and Technology. We're here tonight to celebrate that centenary and to start the next 100 years of the association. During the evening, we are asking some of our guests 4 simple questions. What they remember about Imperial College, what they took away with them from the college, how their careers progressed and how the college helped them, and finally, what they feel the association should do for the next 100 years.
My name's MC Black. I'm a past president of the Royal College of Science Association. I was a student in the physics department between 1969 and 1972. I was then honorary secretary of the Imperial College Union on a sabbatical year. After I left, I became a schoolmaster for half a lifetime and was active in the association, eventually becoming the president. I'm now a governor of Imperial College.
Yes, I'm Ian Shacklock. I studied maths from 1977 to 1980 at Imperial. It got me out of home, got me out of my hometown and introduced me to a lot more people, set me up for life, kept me in touch with them ever since. I can't really say any bit was better than the other. But I suppose the best bit was leaving, knowing I could come back and still be in contact with this network of friends. I've fallen into an IT job in 1980, so I've been a programmer or an IT related ever since. I'm in banking now for the foreseeable future, but I don't know how long that is. I've used it as a springboard going to Imperial. I mean, I wasn't particularly besotted with the maths I did. I sort of got as far as I could with it at A level, but I benefited more from non-academic side of college than the academic side.
I was a physics student between 67 and 70. Oh, I very much enjoyed it. It was a great time. While I was here, I met my first wife, although she wasn't a student at Imperial. That's right. I went on to become an accountant. I later specialised in value-added tax, and before I retired, I was advising Imperial on their own tax problems. So I did sort of find my way back eventually. And was involved in quite a lot of the building projects that took place in the late 90s, helping them sort out the tax issues, which I found very satisfying.
Hello, I'm Phil Davis. I was at IC between 1976 and 1982 in chemistry. I made many of my friends that I'm now friendly with at IC, especially as an undergraduate, and had a great time playing football, tennis, various sports, and I particularly enjoyed my PhD, a very lively group of people doing research in a really dynamic research group in physical chemistry. I carried on using the chemistry that I'd learned at IC, and I worked for BP as a scientist in lubricants. It's allowed me to travel all around the world. Worked in France, Thailand, Indonesia and the UK, and I do some really interesting work with some lovely people.
I was at Imperial College, read physics from 70 to 73, and I was the honorary secretary of the Royal College of Science Union in 1972. Imperial was where I met my future wife, Caroline, who was at that time the vice president of the Imperial College, Royal College of Science Union. I spent some time in the army. I was in the Royal Engineers. I'm a chartered engineer. I spent a lot of time in the offshore oil and gas industry. I did an MBA. I then moved into management consultancy. I spent 10 years helping organizations transform and change how they operate and work. I then worked with my own company. I now work as a business advisor. I'm a chartered director. I have a number of non-executive roles, one of those being the chairman of the Copyright Licensing Agency, which is the agency in the United Kingdom which is responsible for the protection of copyright interests of publishers, writers and graphic artists.
I'm Keith Arundel. I'm a past president of the Royal College of Science Association. And I was at Imperial College 1971 to 75. I did a BSc in physics and then a master's in applied optics immediately afterwards. I was very involved with the union activities and particularly as college RAG secretary or treasurer. We had a lot of fun with those sort of exploits. And also involved with the RCS union at the time as well. And so I remember great affection. And then I went on to do some postgraduate research at the Institute of Ophthalmology in North London. And then went into accountancy like many people, I'm afraid. But now I'm in the venture capital world and involved with teaching and training people in venture capital. So.
My name's David Legg. I study physics at Imperial College or at the Royal College of Science. I'm now a civil servant. I've been a civil servant for a very long time, and for most of my time I've looked after the National Physical Laboratory. But I, for too many years, was honorary secretary of the Royal College of Science Association. And I've fortunately been able to retire now, so I'm a humble committee member again now.
I was very young when I went. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and the biggest thing which I learned is how to get on and off undergrounds, which is standing me well as I'm now working back in the city. The most important was actually learning about how to work and to think. It's one of the things which I now, as a manager, I have to interview people, and most of the times I can say, no, they can't think, they don't know what they're doing. They know what they can do from college, but they haven't learnt to think. And that's what Imperial really did teach me, was how to think. For 35 years I've been programmer, manager, but always come back to the old thing of I still program computers. It's my hobby.
I loved college. I found a lot of my lifetime friends at college. I wasn't called Stephanie Ward then, I was called Stephanie Snell. And I was the president of the Royal College of Science Union, which is why I still associate with the Royal College of Science Association. I learnt a lot of stuff with the things that I did at college, and as I say, I made the friends that I will keep for life, and it was where I felt I belonged and where I still feel I belong. I negotiate contracts on behalf of an IT company, so not using my physics degree at all. What I took away, it's got to be my friends. Because I'm still in touch with them, and some of them are still here tonight, and we see them all the time, and they're like family.
What did I take away? Great education and a liking for technical subjects, so it introduced me to a very great career.
I'm studying biochemistry, and I'm currently the RCSU Vice President of Operations. Well, I enjoy my course, and especially now my third year. It's very interesting because we get to choose like the modules we like. So, and we have like smaller courses, and we have very much interaction with our lecturers who are very like specialized in their field. So they enjoy what they're doing, and that also like comes across during the lecture.
College, it's a long time ago now, but it was quite enjoyable because I've met quite a lot of friends there that I've kept in touch with. I suppose getting a degree from Imperial's been quite good, you know, career-wise. So yeah, it's quite a good experience. I think it's probably actually the social aspects of making friends and you know, sort of keep in contact with people. No, I think since then I've done a couple of postgraduate degrees, so I think it was a good grounding for subsequent work that I did.
I'm Brendan Malloy, and I was at college with Mike, who you've just spoken to. We both did maths back then, and I enjoyed the college so much I'm still there. These days, for my sins, I'm working in ICT, So I'm Mr. Mac. If there's anything you want to know about Apple Macs, come and ask me. I actually had a few years out. I worked in local government for a bit in the accountants department. But then I felt I needed a change and I decided to move into computers, and Imperial offered me a job. I've been there over 30 years now. Best thing? Well, there's nice people, intelligent people. Social side's important, but also just a company. And if there's anything you want to know, there's somebody there who knows. You can chat about anything in the world, there's somebody who knows it. It's a fabulous place.
There were only 40 girls when I went there. We had a wonderful time.
What was the best bit about it?
Being only 40 girls.
Nice one. And what have you taken away from the college with you into
My
your
husband.
life?
I was at college between 83 and 86. I did maths. I was asked on sec in my second year, and I was honorary secretary of the RCSA in my third year. I then left and have since then kept up some contact with college, particularly through Jezebel, our wonderful fire engine, and having some friends that have been through college since. And the RCSA, of course, has kept up a bit of contact, and also the Sutu Club, where I've been a member since being at college. Like most of my generation, it seems, particularly those that did maths, I left to train as an accountant. I've spent most of my life as an accountant in the construction industry, working with some of the bigger names in the building industry, most recently being finance director of Alfred McAlpine until we were taken over. I'm now employed by Carillion, who own Alfred McAlpine.
I think the association embodies a lot of the traditions and history of Imperial College as the Royal College of Science. It goes back a huge number of years, and I think the Royal College of Science should really be the custodian of that history. So the association has a pivotal role in ensuring that the history is preserved, that in 50, 100 years' time we can still experience the same excitement and sort of interest in science that H.G. Wells experienced as a member of the Royal College of Science back at the turn of the century.
Well, I hope the association will continue in the future, because a lot of people have had a lot of pleasure from it, but it does really require more input from the members.
It seems, although there seems to be quite a lot of tables set tonight, I think the past couple of years it diminished a bit because of, as I understand it, sort of events at Imperial College that have reorganised the constituent colleges into faculties, but hopefully there seems to be a lot of interest now, and maybe this event will help promote it to future students.
I'd like to see the association continue, because it is the association that was associated with the union that I loved and was president of. But what its place will be, I'm not really sure, and I'm hoping to be able to debate that with some people tonight, because I hope we can find a way for it to continue.
I do like the idea of us having a means of keeping in contact, even though we have so many disparate career paths. I think the Imperial is a great institution, and it's good to be kept in the loop about what it's doing. Maybe the association could look a little bit more of some of the things that the Friends of Imperial do, which is actually arranging lectures and tours of some of the current departments and so on, so that we have an opportunity to see what is happening there, as well as having the purely social events so that we can keep in touch. The college is enhancing its alumni network all the time, and I'm sure the association could find a good role in helping do that.
It would be great to have people introducing talks about what they do, possibly bringing students in to understand more, for students to understand more about what former students were involved in, and evenings like this are great fun.
I think we should actually go back to our roots as being an organisation where former members of the Royal College of Science, in other words the science departments in Imperial College, can get together informally. They can talk about their time at college, but they could also stand up for the college where the college needs a bit of support outside, but primarily a social organisation, an old students' association.
It just should be there so that people can get together. As you can tell from this, I'm probably going to be one of the younger ones, but it is part of it in that I've come back to it after years of not being involved, and yeah, it was something which I should have got involved with earlier, and I think I will get more involved with.
I'm pretty convinced that the RCSU is well represented, but the RCSA is a bit, I think maybe they need a bit more promotion.
Well, it's the past Students' Association. It really depends on how they want to develop it. I think a lot of students want to keep in touch with their friends, and that's the primary reason why they'll join. And I've been in the association now as over 30 years, and it's what I like at the moment. But the young people are going to come along, and they're going to have to turn it into what they want.
I can't speak specifically about the Royal College of Science Association. All I can speak about in general terms is about all the alumni associations at Imperial College and the importance that they all have to play in representing alumni views towards the college. If we work closely together and collaborate, then we should be very effective in serving alumni's interests.
Well, one of those key things is to get the support of the principal of the faculty and indeed the rector as well, and demonstrate that the alumni collectively can provide some good support to the college and to the students.
I think that the Royal College of Science itself is at a turning point, and how that develops, which drives new members to the association, I think is an important factor over the next few years. Clearly here there's a lot of members from many decades over the past 40-50 years, and I think there is a strong interest from people of all ages. So if students continue to flow through the college, then I think that the association will continue to exist for those students that are interested.
Everyone seems to have had a lovely evening. We've had some very positive replies to our questions, and we think the next 100 years is going to be a lot more exciting than the last 100. We only hope the students that have joined us this evening will take forward the association and make as much success of it as H.G. Wells did. Looking forward to the next 100 years.